What's good, UGC? Now, I'm gonna leave a lot of links in the description. Quite a few articles I checked out because y'all know it's been a lot of this mental illness coming out. Everybody saying, "Oh, I got mental health problems." Guys pulling out of fights, and so I did this type of research. Not yesterday. I did this research last year, maybe even 2 years ago. Me and the fellas in the clique, the UGC clique, we did a live stream talking about this, but sometimes you got to remind people um, about certain things so that they can stay current. And what I noticed is that in light of all of these recent fighters coming out, Omar Figueroa, Adrian Broner, Ryan Garcia, and then I'm gonna throw Teofimo Lopez in this category as well too, because this is people got to realize what type of era we in and what's going on, and how a lot of these athletes partake in certain um, they partake in certain things and dabble in certain recreational drugs and alcohol and are not aware of the repercussions that come with that. So first and foremost, let's stick with this here. So this is Omar Figueroa. This is a report. It says before police arrested him for driving under the influence of alcohol in Indian Wells last year, he was found. Omar Figueroa Jr. found enormous success as a professional boxer despite indulging in activities outside of the ring that often derail promising careers. So he was driving drunk. They arrested this guy. And then after that, he was found in interviews talking about how he was deeply depressed. He was going through dark times and things like that. You know, Adrian Broner, um, he loved to party. And AB had a strong influence on top name fighters like Tank, like Errol Spence at one time, Robert Easter Jr., and probably many other fighters, many other athletes. And he too complains about having mental health problems, being deeply depressed, right? But there's a similarity. He got alcohol in his cup, you know. So we seen Omar Figueroa. He was already arrested for driving drunk. AB, we know he dabbled into the alcohol, you know. Teofimo Lopez, he's sponsored by One with Life Tequila, you know. So we see a lot of athletes getting on the front line to promote these liquors, man. And there's almost no doubt in my mind that Teofimo Lopez is popping bottles. If you've seen the way that they reacted after they beat Pedro Campa in his last fight, you would have thought he won undisputed. And you know, the way they was partying and dancing, I'm almost for certain they was popping bottles, man. They was popping One with Life Tequila. They was, Ciroc bottles, whatever, man. They had it. They was having a party, and he went through a depression too. Cambosis beat his ass. He was almost unrecognizable, and I'm pretty sure he went and had a couple of drinks. You feel me? Maybe a lot, you know. But follow me. I mean, also, young Riri, Ryan Garcia, he admitted. Matter of fact, I'll play a little bit of the footage. He admitted, man, that he was dabbling in alcohol, and this is after the Campbell fight.
And I was deep in it. I didn't think I was gonna live. I was so depressive, and I went to bad habits. I started drinking, and I never drink ever, but I was getting drunk drunk all the time. I wanted to kill myself at one.
Yeah, so he started drinking a lot, getting more depressed, and you know, he had thoughts about killing himself or whatever, right? But look at this, facts about concussions and alcohol, you know, and I'm gonna just assume that Teofimo Lopez, after the Cambosis fight, probably had a minor concussion. You know, a lot of these fighters suffer concussions and they probably don't even report the shit. Ryan Garcia, I'm almost for certain he had a concussion after the Cambosis fight. I mean, after the Luke Campbell fight. And AB, I'm almost for certain he had a concussion after the damn Madonna fight. But I'm sure that didn't stop him from drinking though. But look, facts about concussion and alcohol. Alcohol can increase the risk of worsening issues related to brain injury, like depression, magnify cognitive problems, concentration, problem solving, memory, and learning new information, affect mobility, balance, speech, and fatigue. Okay. And when I look at these fighters that have been complaining about these mental problems they're going through, you know, let's ask them, you know, somebody need to ask them, have you stopped drinking? Have you stopped drinking? Are you one of them fighters that after you spar, you unwind with a little bit of your best, you know, the best alcohol that you like to fuck with, you know? Because these new era fighters, man, they love to party. And it's a whole lot of alcohols to choose from. That's the real question. Have these professional boxers pushed the alcohol to the side to dedicate themselves 100% to the sport? My opinion is probably not. Probably not. They suffered a lot of the same symptoms. They're professional athletes that get hit upside their head for a living. And they have all admitted, or there's evidence to prove that these fighters consume alcohol. Okay. So concussions, which are pretty common in the sport of boxing, and alcohol don't mix. Okay. Don't be one of the idiots. Okay. Go click one of the links in the description or all of them and research this information yourself. Don't be a sheep and just go off what people tell you or what I'm saying on here. Look up this information because, you know, I actually watch the sport. I do care about these athletes, the health, physical health and mental health. But we got to flame these idiots when they're doing idiotic shit. And a lot of these athletes are not that intelligent and don't really even know the consequences of the drugs that they put in their body, or don't know that it's stupid to consume alcohol after a war, an all-out war in a boxing ring, adrenaline running and shit, you know, adrenaline rush, and you know, your body is trying to heal, and you putting alcohol in your body, and the alcohol is like, fuck no, you're gonna stay hurt, you know, you're gonna stay battered. You know what I mean? That's really all I got, man. Y'all leave y'all thoughts below on these athletes that consume alcohol and think that they just gonna have normal thinking. Give me y'all thoughts below, man. I ain't a black horseman. Peace out.